Right, right.
Yeah. We make so much stuff up and then believe it.
And then act on it, right? I mean,
Yes.
it's like, oh my. Well, in the book, you talk about tuning in. What comes to mind for you when you think about helping us tune in?
You want to go, Jackie?
I'll just kind of repeat that tuning in is I'm really listening to you, Dan. So the first thing is, before I can listen to you, is I just have to tune in, just pause and take that deep breath and get curious. And we tell them to do that. And then I can really lean in to our conversation that we're having and really open up, like you say, a dialogue.
I was struck in the book that tuning in is really first a inward for myself activity.
Yes.
And I didn't expect that. As I was reading out tuning in, I felt like you were just going to say, go tune in to others. But there was a good amount of material in the book on tuning into yourself.
Yeah, I think the reason for that, and that's the piece that's not heavily developed in our first edition. But as we worked with other people in trainings and worked with clients, we realized that way too often, all of our communication is coming through our frame. And so much of that is unconscious. So even from things from I didn't sleep well last night, I skipped breakfast, and I haven't had any water after my coffee all day long, to what is my worldview, my biases, my emotional reactions, my fears, my assumptions. And if we're not aware of that, those things are going to be filtering and driving all of our conversations. And it keeps the window narrow. And so that first ability to pause, take a deep breath, especially if you get triggered by what somebody says and you're like, you get defensive or want to attack. Pause, take a deep breath. And that taking a deep breath does a number of things. The first one, it stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms you down and opens you up. But the other thing is there's really delightful research going on right now that shows that deep breathing literally expands your vision. Your eyes take in more of the world when you are taking in a lot of oxygen. And so your capacity to actually see beyond just yourself expands. So then already you've started to shift the biochemistry in the brain, which makes it easier for you to get curious about, where am I? And now, what do I want really in this relationship? What do I really want to say? So you can consciously and intentionally engage in the conversation or listen to the other person openly.